Greetings to all. Today we are going to start a new topic. We are going to learn a new topic, basics of trigonometry. Yes, we are going to learn the basics of trigonometry. Trigonometry is chapter 8 in class 10. First of all, let us understand the basic meaning of trigonometry. What the meaning of trigonometry is. Trigonometry is made up of two words. If we split up this word trigonometry into two parts, then it will be trigno and metry. Trigno is the word linked with triangle. It is linked with triangle. And metry means measure. Metry means measure. That is, trigonometry is the branch of mathematics. Trigonometry is the branch of mathematics that studies the relationship between the sides length. Between the sides length, that studies the relationship between the sides length, the length of the sides of the triangle and the angles of the triangle. Trigonometry is the branch of mathematics in which we study about the relationship between the sides length, that is the length of the sides of the triangle, and the angles of the triangle. Means in this topic we will learn about the length of the sides of the triangle and the angles of the triangle. Trigonometry is basically applicable in the triangle called right angle triangle. In the triangle called right angle triangle. Let us understand what a right angle triangle is. Right angle triangle is that triangle in which one angle is a right angle. That is, one angle is of 90 degree. Let the name of this triangle be A, B and C, and we have made up 90 degree, the 90 degree angle at point B. According to angle sum property of the triangle, the angle sum property of the triangle says that the sum of all the three angles, that is the sum of angle A, angle B and angle C, will be 180 degree, right? So as angle B is equal to 90 degree, so according to angle sum property, the sum of these two angles will be what? 90 degree. Will be what? 90 degree. How? According to angle sum property of a triangle. That is, as the sum of these two angles, that is angle A and angle C, is 90 degree, so we can say that these two angles will be what? Angle A and angle C will be what? Acute angles. This will be what angles? Acute angles, or simply we will use the word what? Angle. Simply we will use the word angles. Okay. So we can see this thing that in any right angle triangle, one of the three angles will be what? A right angle, and the remaining two angles will be what? Acute angles, or simply we will call it angles. Right? Now, the three sides of the right angle triangle is, the very longest side is the hypotenuse. The very longest side is the hypotenuse. The remaining two sides will be perpendicular and base. The remaining two sides will be perpendicular and base. The longest side in any right angle triangle is called the hypotenuse, as we see that this side is the longest one in comparatively with these two sides, perpendicular and base. Hypotenuse is the longest side. Now you will ask me that why, sir, this is the longest side? Because the angle opposite this side, the angle opposite to this side is the greatest one. That's why the length of this side is the longest, right? So hypotenuse is the longest side. This is the fixed side of any right angle triangle. This is the fixed side of any right angle triangle, that is hypotenuse is the longest side. Now, in right angle triangle, we used to learn a theorem. a theorem is applicable in this right angle triangle, then how will you come to know? How will you come to know whether a triangle is a right angle or not? You can come to know. You can come to know whether the triangle is a right angle or any other triangle using what theorem? Using Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras was a Greek scientist who has given this concept, Pythagoras theorem. What is the statement of this Pythagoras theorem? Let us learn. The Pythagoras theorem states that in any right angle triangle, the square of the longest side, as I have just told you that in any right angle triangle, the longest side is the hypotenuse, right? So Pythagoras theorem says that in any right angle triangle, the square of the longest side, that is the longest side is what? Hypotenuse. That is the square of the hypotenuse. The square of the longest side in any right angle triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. This is what we call the Pythagoras theorem, that is h square equals to p square plus b square. If the length of the sides of any triangle satisfies this relationship between the hypotenuse, perpendicular and base, then we can say that the triangle is what? Right angle triangle. That is, triangle is what? Right angle triangle. That is h ka square equals to p ka square plus b ka square. I am giving you just an example. Let us take an example. Let us suppose that we have the length of the sides of a triangle is 3 cm, 4 cm and 5 cm. Let us see this thing, whether these are the sides of a right angle triangle or some other triangle. How will we verify this thing? Using what theorem? Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem what says? It says that h ka square equals to p ka square plus b ka square. The square of the longest side in any right angle triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. Now, the longest side in these three sides, 3, 4 and 5 cm is 5 cm. Let us square it 5 ka square. The remaining two sides are 3 and 4. The remaining two sides are 3 and 4. Now, 3 ka square plus 4 ka square. 5 ka square means what? To write 5 2 times in multiplication. 5 times 2 times 5 in multiplication is what? 25. Similarly, 3 ka square is what? 3 3s are 9. 4 4s are 16. Now, when you sum up these two, 16 and 9, what will you get? You will get 25. Now, tell me whether 25 equals to 25 or not? Yes. As these three sides of the triangle satisfies what theorem? Pythagoras theorem. Now, we can say this thing, that these three are the sides of a right angle triangle. These three are the sides of the right angle triangle. Now, we have already learned this thing in class 7. Yes, we have already learned this thing in class 7 or class 8, that 3, 4, 5. What does this 3, 4, 5 represent? These are what? These are the Pythagorean triplets. These are the Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets are what? Pythagorean triplets are the three sides of the triangle which satisfy what? Which satisfy Pythagoras theorem. These are what? Pythagorean triplets. Now let us write some Pythagorean triplets, as we have just learned this thing, that 3, 4, 5 are the Pythagorean triplets. 3, 4, 5 are the Pythagorean triplets. So let us learn some more Pythagorean triplets. Seeing this pattern, 3, 4, 5. Let us learn this thing. Let us check this thing. 3, 4, 5. As 3, 4, 5 is the Pythagorean triplet. Now, taking this triplet as the origin, let us multiply this 3, 4, 5 by 2. 3 2 ja 6. 4 2 ja 8. 5 2 are 10. Now 6, 8, 10 is also one of the Pythagorean triplets. Let us check whether this triplet is true or what? True or not? Using what theorem? Pythagoras theorem. Now the longest side is what? 10. 10 का square equals to sum of the squares of remaining two sides. 10 का square 10 times is what? 100. 6 का square 6 6 जा 36. 8 8 जा 64. When we'll sum up these two, 36 and 64, what will we get? We'll get 100. 100 equals to 100. Now tell me, whether 100 equals to 100? Yes, 100 equals to 100, which is true. Therefore, it satisfied what theorem? Pythagoras theorem. Therefore, 6, 8 and 10 are the dimensions of what? Right angle triangle. Now multiply it by 3. Multiply it by 3. 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12, 5 3s are 15. This is a new Pythagorean triplet which will satisfy what theorem? Pythagoras theorem. Therefore 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 9, 12, 15 are the what? These are the Pythagorean triplets. Now multiply this by 4. 3 4 ja 12, 4 4 ja 16, 5 4 ja 20. This is another Pythagorean triplet. 12, 16 and 20, right? And now multiply it by 5. 3 5s are 15, 4 5s are 20, 5 5s are 25. Okay, 15, 20 and 25 is another pair of Pythagorean triplets, right? These are the triplets which satisfy what theorem? Pythagorean triplets, Pythagoras theorem. Right, now let us understand some other triplets which are necessary for the chapter, which are sufficient, which are necessary for the chapter to learn more efficiently. Let us learn some another Pythagorean triplets. 5, 12 and 13. This is also the Pythagoras triplet. Let us check whether this is the Pythagoras triplet or not. The longest side is what? 13. 13 का square equals to what? Sum of the squares of other two sides. If these three sides of the triangle satisfies this relation, that is the Pythagoras theorem, then we can say that it is the Pythagorean triplet, that is 5, 12, 13 are the dimensions of what triangle? Right angle triangle. 13 का square 13 13 is what? 169. 5 का square is what? 25. 12 का square is what? 144. When you sum up these two, 25 and 144, you will get what? 169. 169 is equals to 169? Yes, which is true. Therefore, these are the Pythagorean triplets. Let us understand some more. 7, 24, 25. This is also the Pythagorean triplet. When you multiply this by 2, this is also another Pythagorean triplet, which is the most important Pythagorean triplet. 5 2s are 10, 12 2s are 24, 13 2s are 26, 10, 24, 26 is another Pythagorean triplet. 8, 15, 17. This is also one of the Pythagorean triplets. 9, 14, 9, 40, 41. This is also another Pythagorean triplet. These are sufficient to learn. These are necessary. These are necessary and sufficient both to learn this chapter what? Trigonometry. Thank you.